So this media me, how can this satisfy my motivating goals? How can this satisfy my motivating goals? I have the answer. If I don't have the answer, the product doesn't exist. This is Garmin. How many of you consider Garmin to be a competitor to your business right now? Clever guy. One. What is Garmin? Garmin is a device in everybody's car. Anybody doubts GPS will be universal in cars and will be on mobile? No. Garmin and Navtec, between the two of them, you have the device and you have the maps. Navtec is owned by whom right now? Nokia. What does Nokia make? Mobile devices. They used to make connectivity devices. Now they understand they are not making that. They are making mobile lifestyle devices. So the desire economy is built around this 5: maintain, enhance, actualize, participate, leave a mark, to know and to understand. And this is the Dow Jones Industrial category. Basic materials, utilities, energy, healthcare, technology. I'm showing you this because the leaving a mark field, which is YouTube, Flickr, Facebook, is not yet taken by anybody. So this is the huge field of opportunity right now. So when I talk about a space in which a brand can be built, that is the space. And that space is not tangible. It is where we build emotional participation. So digital is not just another channel. Mediums are not channels. They are modes of individual action. So if you take now individual action and the ability of mobility, you understand our challenge in the future. In the digital mode of action, brand management is brand building. For some of you working in brand management, you will understand what this means. Typically, Unilever is run from England. They do the brand building. In Canada, they do the brand management. It turns out right now that the internet is global, but search is local. So, internet is global, mobility is local. I don't care what is in London. I care what's around me right now. That is the greatest business opportunity. What's around me right now. Dynamic, interactive, synchronic with new metrics. This is the biggest challenge ad agencies are facing right now. So I will spend the rest of the time in a few examples of work I'm currently doing right now. Every company with an audience, and this is something that Nokia understood last August. They wrote initially this: every company with an audience is in the media business, and their main ambition was to become one of the top 5 media companies on the planet. In effect, you are in the broadcasting business because that device is never off. The device is never off, and you are addressable as a human being at all times by brands. You are in the broadcasting business, but here's the interesting thing about how we can redefine broadcasting. You are in the granular broadcasting business. So now everything is granularity. Navtec mapped all the roads, but now every location has multiple layers of experience and the granularity of the people inhabiting them. So you are each individually addressed potentially in the future by specifically tailored applications that are for you, for your preferences. So the difference with mobility, constant audience, anytime, any place, you know all this stuff, so I'm going to be very quick. Or how the iPhone is not just another phone. This was Motorola's reaction when the iPhone was announced. It's just another phone. Well, it's not. It's a way of life. So we ask this of our clients: what is your location strategy? So if I had to ask this in this room, what is your location strategy? Would anybody have an answer? I want to see you after that thing. So location content, and here's the location strategy 101. What does it take to create a location strategy? Information, and I'll define information in the next series of slides. In context is wealth, expressed as knowledge, wisdom, news, entertainment, choice, anything you want. Essentially, you have information in a specific context means different things to different people. So if I look at the map, what is the question to which a location strategy is the answer? How is this media for me is the number one question, which means what do I need to know here today? What do I need to know here right now? What does it mean to me? What do I mean in this place? What can I become in this place? And essentially, this is the curator of an everyday experience. And if you take this from location, from maps to supermarkets, movie theaters, and so on, you realize what is the digital media challenge, where we are going. Now, making every place make sense is the mantra right now. Making every place make sense to me. And location as media, I hope I'm the first to utter these words to a group like you. A location is media. Start looking at locations as media. So presence, proximity, data transfer equals 10 minutes. Got it. I'm good, I'm good. Equals potential. Because we are now on the how. So the answers are out there, but what are the questions? A lot of people on the client side have enormous potential for answers because they are engineers or very expert in their fields. But what they don't have is great questions. So I think we have to start with great questions. Here is a question I've been using for about 6 years now. And it has led to the development of many, many different applications for mobile and other devices. If every person, object, and place could talk to one another, what will be the subject of their conversation? If you can figure this out, you realize the richness of the applications that can be written, because there is a common sense type of thing that happens when a car stops at a traffic light which is red. There is a common sense question the traffic light will ask the car, where are you going? The second question is, where do you come from? Because the traffic light has to regulate traffic. The third question is, from the car to the traffic light, what is my arrival time estimated? 10 minutes, I want to get there in 5, give me $5. Then your car receives a message, take this route, I'll give you $3. Air traffic control. That's how it works. This is silent commerce. You don't have to do more than program. And you know what? This is not a question. The GPS has it. You program it. So when you go into a shoe store, what is the difference between Google, where you have to ask a question, and the future in which the answer will be given before the question is asked? How is that possible? Well, I have my device in my pocket. I'm in a shoe store. What do you think I'm going to ask? What is the first question the clerk is going to ask me? May I help you? I'm looking for 42A. These are all there. So we know what people talk about. There is a common sense intelligence that computers can now benefit from. So here's a perspective in conversation. Who, where, and what. Essentially moving from data, information, knowledge to meaning, purpose, wisdom. So you see the need for ontology and taxonomy right now. What does a place want to know? What did you come here? What did you bring? Where are you when you are not here? What can I do for you? What can you do for me? How can I improve myself? Number one asker of these questions is Google. Every time you go to Google, these are the questions Google asks. And you happily give them answers until 2047. Because you allow the cookies to. So, essentially, a park in Rotterdam. What does it mean to me? It means spaces, places, more importantly, experiences, moments, media, wisdom. So, what business model will get you there? How can we go to data space from here? Essentially, there are a few critical issues.